Hey everyone, it's Pete Jong here with Remax. You're probably wondering, where's Kate? And frankly, so am I. Except Kate's probably on a beach somewhere. It's what she does. Kate won't be with me today, but I'll give you a really quick and skinny market update if I can for, it's my December market update, but of course we're reporting on numbers from November of this year versus November of last year. The news is now we've been about 2 or 3 months where we're just slightly into a buyer's market. So for the most part, the market is very balanced in terms of detached houses, townhouses, semi-detached houses. It's all quite balanced. What's dragging us down is apartments. It looks like we've just got a massive oversupply of apartments right now, and sales aren't keeping pace. But in general terms, covering the whole market, here's what's going on. New listings are down 3.3% from last year, which is probably good because we've had an oversupply for a while, except that inventory is still 28% higher than it is last year. So when inventory is outpacing demand, we're going to probably see some further price declines. Right now, we've actually seen, in terms of our benchmark price, we're down about 4.5%, 5%. Detached houses are seeing the smallest. Well, actually, semi-detached are seeing the smallest decrease. Semi-detached are pretty much on par with where they were last year. Detached houses are down just 2%, so it's not a lot. Townhouses, on the other hand, are down 6%, and apartments are down 7%. And I think we're gonna continue to see some price declines for apartments. So this is good news if you're a buyer, or if you've got a kid that's going to be buying a property in the next year or two. I think there's going to be some good deals out there with apartment condos, that is. So watch for that. Months of supply is at about 3.5%, which is not bad, although it is like 50% more than it was last year. So that's pretty extraordinary. In terms of what's going on around the city, like we've mentioned before, the areas that sort of where the pendulum swung a little too far when the prices were going up, like the Northeast, where prices went wild, prices have coming down the most in that area right now. So right now, like I said, where they went up the most, they're also coming down the most. They're down about 7.2% across the Northeast. The East, Calgary East, which is sort of between the Northeast and the Southeast, so this would include, Dover, Forest Lawn, probably even Riverbend and areas like that. It's, although I'm not sure of that, I should double check that, but it's down about 6.3%. For the most part, the city's down, 3 or 4% across different categories. And then the city center is down 5.2%. Again, I think that's because there's just a lot of condos downtown. So that's what's going on. We're in a balanced market for most of the market. We're in a buyer's market now for the apartments, and I think that's going to be continuing for a while. So stay tuned. Have a great Christmas, and looking forward to catching up again in the new year. Looking forward to doing lots of business with all of you in the new year. Feel free to send, wow. Merry Christmas on behalf of Kate and I. I know she'd want to wish you the same. And obviously not being able to do that from whatever beach she's on now. That tan doesn't come naturally. So Merry Christmas on behalf of both of us and on behalf of my family as well. Looking forward to being in contact in the new year. And just remember that there are people that do get depressed and are lonely at this time of year too. So keep an eye out for them. You know who they are. Somebody in your community or your church or whatever. Feel free to reach out to them and make sure they're good, or even invite them over. Looking forward to lots of connection next year. Thanks again for all your referrals this year. That was amazing. We had a really good year, despite the fact that it was a tough year in some ways, real estate wise. But yeah, thanks again for all of your love and support, and look forward to doing lots of connection next year. Merry Christmas.